Alright, here we have a question saying given y equals sine s, find dy dx using first principle. Okay, now what does the first principle say? The first principle says that dy over dx equals to limit of f of s plus change in s minus f of s over change in s as change in s tends to 0. Now notice that change in s is not equal to 0. So this is the definition of the first principle. Now you have y is equal to sine s, but note that y is equal to f of x. So it means that f of s is equal to sine x. So now we now look for f of s plus change in s. F of s equals sine s, then f of s plus change in s becomes sine s plus change in x. So we need to open this expression using the trigonometric relationship. The trig relationship says that sine A plus B equals sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. So f of s plus change in s equals, since we have sine s plus change in s, it will now be sine s cos change in s plus sine change in s cos x. So we now use this to replace for f of s plus change in s minus f of s sine s. Then we have that dy over dx becomes limit of f of s plus change in s is given as this. We compound a bracket sine s cos change in s plus sine change in s cos s minus f of s is sine s, which is sine s bracket close all upon change in x. Notice that change in s tends to 0 and change in s is not equal to 0, because if change in s equal to 0, this becomes undefined. Okay, so now what do we now do? We now multiply each of the terms by the limit and divide by the word change in x. Is dy dx is equal to lim as change in x tends to 0 becomes sine s cos change in s over change in s plus sine change in s cos s over change in s minus sine s over change in s as change in s is not equal to 0. So we divided through by change in x here. Then here we now have dy dx equals lim as change in s tends to 0. This multiply each of the term inside. This becomes lim change in s tends to 0 multiply the first term, which is sine s cos change in s over change in s plus limit of sine change in s cos s over change in s as change in s tends to 0 minus lim of sine s over change in s as change in s tends to 0. Notice that this has multiplied each of the term. Now we now simplify this. Now note that lim of a f of s as change as the s tends to b is equal to a lim of f of s as s tends to b. So I can decide to bring out each of these terms sine s, cos s and sine s. Here dy dx becomes sin x ln of cos change in s over change in x as change in x tends to 0 plus cos x ln of sin change in s over change in x as change in x tends to 0 minus sin s limit of 1 over change in s as change in x tends to 0. Okay, so now we now bring in another relationship which says that ln sin s over x as x tends to 0 is equals to 1. Then ln of cos x over x as x tends to 0 is equals to 0. Then ln of 1 over x as x tends to 0 is equals to 0. Now, don't forget this relationship gotten from the L'Hopital rule. Now, we now apply this here, which is dy dx becomes sin s times ln cos change in s over change in s as change in s tends to 0 becomes 0 as what we have here. Then plus cos s times ln sin x sin change in s over change in s as change in s tends to 0 becomes 1 as we have here. Then minus sin s ln 1 over change in s as change in s tends to 0 becomes 0 as what we have here. So which is dy over dx becomes sin s times 0 is 0 plus cos s times 1 is cos s minus sin s times 0 is 0, which is dy dx is equals to 0 plus cos s minus 0, which is cos s. Now, this is to say that if y is equal to sin s, then dy dx is equal to cos s using the first principle.